Hey guys, welcome to Code. This is Farhan, and today we are actually going to make a project that's an ESP32 based project. And yeah, let's start. So here we have in hardware, what kind of hardware do we need? Here we have in display, TFT display. That's a 128 into 128 display. That's an Arduino here, and that's a SD module here. And yeah, there is some jumper wires and breadboard, etc. Lots of things. So why I choose these hardwares? And the simple answer is they are not that much expensive and they make sense, and yeah, they are much more powerful than we think. So this display, yeah, I can go with the small display as well, but this display is actually OLED, and yeah, like display, just if you have some kind of a big display, then it does have an effect. Okay, there are much more bigger displays than this, but yeah, it's in the budget as well, and it's going good as well. So yeah, that's a TFT OLED display. And Arduino, actually I think it's the most cheapest one. It's around 500 rupees, and it's great actually. So why ESP32? Why not Arduino or anything else? I would just say that it have everything what is required. It have a microprocessor, it have a Bluetooth, it have Wi-Fi, and it's portable. There's a lot of things, like for example for this Arduino is basically not that much, they're not that much fast. Their memory is kind of like low, but this is kind of like faster than that, and it's not that much like very expensive. It's cheap, so it makes sense as well. And this SD module, yeah. So this LC module is basically like under 100, yeah, it's also like that. And it got some pins as well, and yeah, we will discuss that later as well. So these are the hardware that we need, and breadboard as well, yeah. If you want to skip the breadboards, then you can, okay, but you need to get some wires, jumper wires will be good, because because just plug it in the pins, and yeah, just go ahead. So let's go to another slides. So here is our slides. So it says display ports. So this chart came like after a load of hard work, So I would just say that I would just switch up my camera. So basically, yeah, we came on this our small, well, that's what I have, that's the final kind of a thing that I have done. It is all attached in it, but let me just explain bit by bit what's just happening here. There is a display we just bought, and it's a 128 into 128 TFT display. That's kind of like great. I think you can see it. Yep, it's the display. So there are some ports. There's GND port, VCC port, SCL port, SDA port, RES, DCC, SPL. There are also ports, and it was just in a lot of trouble. Just plugging that ports to know the right ports. It was so hard for me, man. It's really so hard for me. And I go into the ChatGPT, I search a lot of things about that. Even though ChatGPT gave an answer, I redo it again and again. The whole day Joe was kind of like fed up, and yeah, at the end the result came. And this is the chart. This is the table which just came. VC will connect to 3x3. There's a 3 volt, and GND, CS will go to the D5, and this as well. So this is the ports chart when we go with it. Okay. Now we are actually going to with an IDE. That's configuration, the display settings, and UP of the library. We are using Arduino IDE here, and Arduino IDE is specifically for Arduino. They are not specifically for ESP, but they can handle their load, and they can be used for that as well. So we are going to actually use the configuration, like what it's really need in it. Okay, so we got the documents, and in the documents we have an Arduino folder here, and the libraries, and then after libraries we have TFT, and there we got in user setup. The user setup, and we right click it, we just go to we open from Visual Studio, and here we go with it. So here what it says then, yep, it says like there will be lots of things which won't be enabled, and it's specifically based on like the displays what you are using. I'm using a display that is different. It's also like the driver, like every display, every kind of physical thing needs a driver to run, and that's how you actually enable the driver. There are lots of driver here, and my driver is used for the display is the ST7735 driver. So I enabled it. Just uncomment it. It's not of that kind of like a very hard kind of thing. Just uncomment it and comment the things which is already commented. Like in my case, I think 39 was yeah, that one I guess it was not commented. It was default. So yeah, whatever will be the width and height, just tell it. It's 128 from my and 128 as the height as well. And go with this green tab. You can use other as well, but for 128 display is the best. Is the best for it. From this side, and yeah, on the this one. So TFT mouse. This is kind of like very important because it's kind of the display ports, whatever ports you are actually using or connecting, giving the power to the display. These ports actually you will use to use these ports. And at the end, I guess it will remain same. No need to change that. And you will change the frequency here. It's 16.000.000. It's like that. And with this, our user setup for this display is set. So right now we are just going to go for our SD card. We are specifically, like there are two cards basically, and both are of 64 GB. But right now I'm just giving you an example because I've tried it, and this card is basically locked. And yeah, it was actually in use by some other machine in my home, and this card is actually locked. I tried to unlock it, but I didn't find any kind of solution for that, and it does say that it's irreversible. You can't actually reverse the locking thing, and yeah, it's total waste. So I don't know, I will just try to figure out the solution for it. But this card, this Simtronics card is actually, yeah, it's a good card. It's a high-speed card. It's a one in tub. It says, it's explained that that's a high-speed card. This one is not that much high-speed. I think like they both are 10-1, and it might be like 75 or MB of the GB of data they can, like MB or GB I don't know, but yeah, 75 around something like that MB data they are capable to retrieve or transfer. So that's really good. And yeah, the problem here is it's 64, and 64 it's basically meant it's formatting work on FX-FAT, and that's a problem for our ESP. And if our ESP actually needs formatting of FAT32, and FAT32 is basically under 32 GB. It won't come like above 32 GB. It won't be. You can't able to format any micro SD card if that micro card is above 32 GB. If that's under or 32 GB, then that's perfect. That's perfect for it. So okay, so we will convert this. This card basically, like we will allocate its space. So let's go to our screen. Let me just plug it in. Yep. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Let's go. It did came. Just taking a while. Okay, let's just Okay, it did came. Now we will basically just go to disk manager. Okay. Now we will basically go to disk manager. Let me just go to it. Yep, let's go to disk manager. Okay, so we do have a like removable drive here. Is this one? So it's the same. I have already converted it, so yeah, it might not show for you guys. It might be like 58 GB or something like that, around that, and yeah, it will just say FX32. So right now what we'll do is we will just delete this volume. Okay, yeah, we'll delete it, and now it's 50. You can see that, right? That's okay. Okay, so the thing is, now you can see that this space is unallocated. It's 58.24 GB. So now we'll try to just new shrink volume. Let's next and next and next, and here we go. The file system, it's NTFC and EXFAT. Yeah, that's the problem here. It's EXFAT. And this formation, this file system will not be accepted by our ESP. So there is an issue. So yeah, we will just cancel it. We'll cancel it, and we will just go with another shrink volume. Let's go with like 32768. That's actually 768. That's actually 32 GB. And yeah, we do have the D drive here, and yeah, here we go, FAT32 right now, and that's great. That's good news for us. We'll select it, we'll next finish it, and we just finish it up. It will take a while, and your card will just definitely go on with it. It will take a while. Let's just wait. Okay, it did complete. It's great. Now we can see that our new volume is 32 GB, FAT32. This we have done by GUI. But if you want to do by like our PowerShell, because like we are a cybersecurity person, we are into cybersecurity, so we should use CMD, and that's a great thing. So let's go to our PowerShell. Okay. Here we go. Here we are on our PowerShell. So we're gonna tap disk part. We need to just go log in with that, and administration we should have. But yeah, just say in administration level. So now we will tap the list disk. So we do have two disks here. One is our the main drive, and the other one is this one is the SD card. Okay, so we will select it. So we are inside disk 1, and after that we will clean it. We have just literally cleaned it right now. Okay, now after cleaning it, we will create partition primary size is equals to the same number we have put it, 32768. And here we have created a partition, our primary one, and after that we will select the partition 1. We have selected it, and we will just activate it. Active. After activating, we have activated it. We will try to assign the letter to it. Trying to assign the letter like F. Okay, let's assign F letter. And we have assigned it, but we, there is an error. It says format disk, because it was its name was actually D first, and yeah, it's asking us to format the disk. We are actually going to format it, and you can see that right now, it says 32 GB, and if you go and randomly just try to format the card, there is exFAT also available there, but default is FAT32. I have to downgrade, unallocate, and allocate lots of this SD card many of the times, and it's just set on default. And yeah, it's already know that if I go with 32 GB, then it will go with FAT32, and you won't able to see if your card is about 32 GB or it's of 64 GB. You won't able to see FAT32 randomly, like going and just format the card. You won't see, but you can see now because it's of 32. I have downgraded the card. This is storage, so I will start it, and yep, it's processing. It's done. So we'll just close it, and the USB-F is actually right now in front of us. Let me just show you. Yeah, it's 31.9. System have resolved something, and for the first time, like, it might not be as just like that. And you know what? You can just randomly go to internet or any kind of like AI chatbot. Just go to it and type your problem, or just go to another videos and all that. And that will be the best solution for it. And the best thing is, if you don't know something, just go and search on internet. I feel like it's nothing bad to go on internet and see some kind of things, see kind of things like which is valuable for you. You won't be able to know everything. That's what I felt. Yeah. So we will just exit it. Okay. After it, figuring out the SD module, and yeah, here we come again with our RD ESP32. So here we have our SD module, and I think lots of you guys just think that I just plug it in, ask ChatGPT, and yeah, just see the game. It's not like that. It's kind of like, yeah, it's actually not that much complicated as well, but it's actually time consuming. You need to give your lots of time to that. You can also other as well, AI as well, Cloud, Gemini. But yeah, AI do make mistakes. They're not perfect, right? And we are there to actually correct those mistakes. So there are ports, there are CS, ESK, and MOSI, MISO, VCC, and so it could be possible that in some modules the wording are not correct. It might be different for you, it might be different for others as well. It's always possible. It took a lot of time for it. And let me just explain what's inside this board is. For this specific board, what is happening inside it is, you need to give 5 voltage to this board. And why? Because there is a converter. There is a converter here is for 3.3 voltage converter. Like, you need to give a 5 volt voltage to this, then it will convert to 3.3 voltage, and then it will just retrieve and write data to the SD card. In older variants, in older modules, there was no such kind of converter, so you can also go with the 3.3 voltage as well with them. But right now, this module do have it, and yeah, in this specific board, if you might be using a different board, it might be different for you, but there is in port VIN. VIN is specifically for 5 volt. So VIN, yeah, is 5 volt. It might be for you, it could say that it would be 5 volt as well, 5V, it could be 5 volt. Yep. In some board it is different, like different board have different kind of thing. It's the cheapest ones, it says VIN here. So with it, yeah, the SD module kind of thing is okay, it's going overly, and yep. Now here we have another issue as well. We have the SBI bus issue. But yeah, before that, I'm going to show you guys our, the chart, the slide. I'm going to show you the slide, and there is the SD module ports. there's the SD module ports, like we see here, like Win I told you like it's 5 volts, but in ESP2 pin is Win, then to GAN, CS2D21, CSK2D18, MSI2D23. Specifically, this is, yeah, it's hard work. It took not hard work, but yeah, it took a lot of time to reach that. Okay. So now we'll be going with our SBI bus challenge. So yeah, it's true. It was a huge challenge, and huge challenge like what? Like this SD module port is complete. It's true, and there is no issue of SBI bus in this with this kind of ports with this table, but with the this port. The thing was, I was actually using different ports. I was kind of connecting the module SD module ports with the display one. Like if there is 18, then I was actually connecting this twice or something like that. But yeah, I still connected with it. There were different ports which actually I was connecting, and the thing is that you got a bus. And both of the things, both of like display and SD module, they want power. They want some kind of signal and that kind of thing, and that's actually called bus. That's SBI bus. This ESP is they transfer the electric signals to the zeros and binary with the bus. So whenever I pass the command, what just happened is if the display command is in front, then it will just turn on the display and SD module don't work. And sometimes it's happened as well. There is no blue light, there is just blank screen, just white screen, and yeah, too many issues because the bus was already colliding. We can just give an example for that. It's just like if there is passage for one person only, but there are two people. So only one person can pass, but if they try to go together, then they won't be able to do anything, right? It's the simplest example for that. So yeah, after this, it took me a while. I had the solution of it, and the slide is the solution, the table is the solution of it, and like display table, the SD module table, this port table, they are actually the best. It took me a whole day to actually figure out what pins will go to the what, and yeah, here I am with this video. Okay, at the end, what we're gonna go to our Arduino IDE. We will just upload the codes and continue. Let's see, let's test the coding and go with the testing as well. Is our codecs working or not? Let me just go with get that. Arduino. Let's open it. It's opened. So yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about this IDE, because we haven't discussed that earlier. So basically, you can see that there are some kind of libraries. How you can find this library manager? You go to Sketch, then you go to Include Library, then there is Manage Library. Okay, it's going now. Well, let me just do it again. Okay, yeah. So there might be some kind of libraries which you will need, like TPI one, and it was actually kind of like necessary library, which I showed you in the first one. It's necessary. Let me just this one, TFT SPI. It's a very necessary library. So here we go with. I've already pasted the code here. No need to type that again. And in this code, what is just happening? It will just check is the screen is okay or not, is the boot is okay or not. There's the boot okay sign in here. There is a delay with it. and then it will check is they're able to give signals to SD card or not, or receive from them or not, and after that they will just give the command that SD fail or SD pass. And at the end what will happen is I will just have in code finally we did it. It will be a text which will be appeared inside the memory card, and at the end that should appear that a text file should be created inside the SD card, and this text should appear. That's our main purpose of this. So now we are going to upload in code, and let's see what our result is. Okay, it is actually compiling the sketch. No, and there are lots of buttons here. They are verified. Is the code is verified or not? You know, like debugging button as well, option as well. There are lots of things in it, and I'm also not that much familiar to these things as well. Well, this ID is actually quite good, and yep, it's quite amazing. And this project is actually going to help me a lot, and for you guys as well. So yeah, compiling sketch is almost going to be done, and it's going ahead. Let's see. Yeah, it's processing. It's communicating to code 3. There's an code. Okay, now we are actually going to go forward. And it says boot OK. Let me just press the EN button. EN button is kind of like the reboot kind of button. If you press it, you will get a brief line, and then it says boot OK, SD pass right. Okay, that's great. That's good news that our ESP is working good. It's great. It's great news. So now I will just, for testing purposes, I will just take out the SD card, and then I will just go with this SD card reader. Okay, we got test txt here. We got test txt here. That's a good news. And yeah, we did it, dude. We did it, and at the end, this is the end of this, and yep. It was a quite hard job, but yeah, I really do enjoy it, and I'm definitely sure that this will definitely have my, upcoming cybersecurity projects. I'm definitely sure about that, and yeah, let's continue with it. So with that, bye-bye. Have a great night, day, whatever. Bye-bye.